For those of you that have seen me twice today, hi again. But yeah, I am in Vegas at the Helpy Hour conference and learning some stuff to bring back to you next week. But wanted to do a little impromptu meeting with my marketing specialist here, the man DJ Carroll. I've spoken about him before. I had seen him in the past at some of these events, seen his work online a lot, and social media is his thing. Marketing is his thing. He understands this stuff, I think, better than anybody out there. And I just wanted to put him in front of our people. So wanted to give him the chance to talk to you guys today about how to make the most out of your marketing, your social media, and how to get engagement from your people. So I'm going to turn it over to him. He's the man of the hour. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoy it and get something out of this free call.
Cool.
DJ,
Sounds good, Coach P.
man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Let's start this screen share here. Get the right desktop pulled up, and we will get started. So, welcome everybody. If you can, just let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. I've got the chat pulled up, and I will be able to see you guys in there. Awesome. Tim says, yeah, gotcha. Cool, guys. Well, I just actually got back from Nashville last night doing this exact same presentation in front of about 300 State Farm agents. So I'm nice and warmed up and ready to go. If you could, just in the chat real quick, let me know where you guys are watching or tuning in from. Always cool to see Coach P's audience. And I know you guys are all across the U.S., so I'm excited to spend a little bit of time with you guys today. What I'm going to be teaching you is our secret agent social media blueprint, and it's my insane social media blueprint that puts me currently in front of over 2 million sets of eyeballs per year, and how you can ethically still it and implement it in less than the next 24 hours. So if that's what you're here for, awesome. If you were here to hear me read about like insurance rules and regulations and code, that's a different webinar. You're in the wrong room. So no toothpicks needed. I'll be engaging. What I'm going to be sharing with you guys is the secret agent strategy on how to extract a dozen extra policies from your social media in the next 28 days from scratch. This doesn't matter if you're currently posting, if you're like Coach P and have Yelena that makes all the awesome organic content. It doesn't matter. Everything that I teach you today, whether you're a novice to an expert, it will work for you in your insurance business. And so you might be saying, hey, who's Coach Carroll and what's MM4A? Why am I on this call? Humble beginnings and big goal. I started my very first business my senior year of high school. So I've been an entrepreneur half the years I've been alive. I started when I was 18. I'm 36 now. And I can tell you guys that I don't come from a privileged background. There's nothing special about me. What I'm going to share with you guys today will work, right? My dad was a dog catcher, eventually ran to like the community service division for the city of Indianapolis. Our mom stayed home and raised me and my brother. And she actually sold insurance for a while, believe it or not. So insurance is near and dear to our heart. And so I'm excited to share with you guys this blueprint. We're bootstrapped just like you guys, right? I doubt, please let me know in the chat, but I highly doubt that your like rich uncle or a private equity firm like backed you with millions of dollars to start your office, right? You guys are in the same boat as we are. I've never raised any money in any of my businesses. I'm bootstrapped just like you guys. And most importantly, I'm a student and a practitioner. So what I share with you today is not just a pundit speaking on things that I read on the internet. These are actual strategies that I use. You can see here my Coach Carroll Facebook page got about 13,000 followers. I've got about 11,000. I need to update this shot. It's about 11.3 on Instagram now. And my YouTube channel reaches about 100,000 people every single quarter. And I don't tell you this to impress you. I tell you this to impress upon you that if a dyslexic college dropout from Kentucky can build an online social media following, you guys can do it too, no matter where you're from. And so, skipped over that slide. The second part of this is what is MM4A.ai. So Carroll Media is our main company. You'll see that on my shirt here. But we branched out and created a standalone brand. Branding is super important. And MM4A is modern marketing for agents.ai. We've built some world-class AI tools. Don't freak out on me. Everything we use Everything that we've built, we will use for you. We don't give you the tools that you'll have to figure it out. When I started this business in 2016, I actually had a State Farm agent. I still have him, Mark Smith in Carrollton, Kentucky. And when I started my first business, he was my very first business mentor. And so every other week, I would go hang out with Mark for breakfast. We'd have coffee and breakfast down at Welch's Riverside Restaurant. Mark would teach me the things in my 18, 19, early 20s about the fundamental building blocks of business. Things like show up when you say you're going to show up, do what you say you're going to do, have integrity, have ethics, the building blocks of fundamental principles of business. Mark, my State Farm agent, taught me those things. And so it was only perfectly fitting that in 2016, after I'd figured out Facebook and Instagram ads, I went to Mark and I said, "Hey, Mark, dude, I've figured this out, man. Like I'm putting 1,000 in, I'm getting 12 grand out. I'm putting 1,000 in, I'm getting 6 grand out. Like this startup business I started in high school, like it was using Facebook to really grow." And at the time, this was before you guys had agent tag media or anything like that. And Mark said, "Man, let's give it a try." I said, "Okay, cool." So I take $500. I go run his ads for a month. I come back to him. I'm so excited. I've sat down at the table. I've got all these papers, these reports. I can't wait to share it with him. And Mark goes, "DJ, I don't need to see any of it." And I'm instantly like, "Oh my gosh." Mark's like, he's not happy. This didn't go well. What happened, right? And he says, "DJ, I don't need to see any of it." He pulls out his phone and he shows me a couple of text message where people had screenshotted his Facebook ad and texted it to him. And I was like, "Hey, I saw you on Facebook." He said, "Listen, man, this stuff really works for building brand and reputation online. The State Farm agents need this. You should start a business and go help these guys." And so that's what I did. And we've been helping hundreds of agents ever since then. Now, since then, you guys have had agent tag media and things like that. And we'll talk about that a little later in today's presentation and how we differ from that. But the big thing that I want you guys to know is I started with you all. I probably know more about insurance than some of your team members, and I've never sold a policy in my life. A lot of times when I talk to agents and I'm talking about things like Chairman's Circle and $1 Million Roundtable and this and that, they're like, "Have you been an agent in the past?" It's like, no, I care about my customers. I learn about you guys. And it's super exciting to be able to help you all and also understand that this really does help your business grow. So let's talk about AI for a second. The potential is insane. Here's a cool little tool that I use. You guys can see this. I took some selfies from my phone and uploaded them. Look at these photos. I got a GQ look, an M&M look. Well, that one's called a hallucination. I put a little hair on me there, but yeah, Mr. Rogers look. We got plenty of different vibes that we're able to spit out here based on selfies on my phone. Okay, listen, some of you all are still rocking your headshot from the 1980s, and it's time to upgrade. And so this is my first give for you all. I want to give you guys a lot of information today, but I also want to give you some tools that you can use. It's called the multiverse.ai. It's a way for you guys to create quality headshots for yourself and even your team. You can do them on multiple different backgrounds. You can make them black and white. We typically say go with the studio white because it's easy to crop you guys out of it. We do not own this company. This is strictly a give to you all. I don't make any commission off these, but it's like $20. You get 120 AI headshots in less than 2 hours. It's funny. Well, the early 2000s, Shane said. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe not the 80s, just the early 2000s, right? I got a guy yesterday in Nashville. He was like, "Hey, I'm one of those agents. Look at this." I was like, "When's that?" He was like, "Oh, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago." I was thinking to myself, bro, that one was from the 90s. No, that was more than 10 years ago. And guys, please, if you guys think my jokes are funny, hit the LOL and send them in the chat. If you have feedback, talk to me. This is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. Even though I can't see you guys, I can't talk to you all. I'll probably be one of the most engaged webinars you'll ever attend because I truly love this. This is my passion in life. Being Coach Carroll and helping agents is what I love to do. So, Miss Nelson, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. So you guys can check that out. $24. You can get some headshots. It's really cool. Let's talk about the challenges that you all face. Anybody in the call right now run ads on radio or television? Let me know in the chat. And if it's no, let me know no as well. That way I'm not just hanging here. Do you run radio or television ads? Okay, no. James says no. Rachel says no. Why is that? Why do you guys not run television or radio ads? Tim says no. Shannon says, I'm in California. I get that. I understand. But like, why are you guys that aren't running TV ads or radio ads, why aren't you doing it? What's the challenge? Like, what's keeping you guys from using some of that traditional media platforms? Compliance issues. Okay. What else, guys? And when I'm looking off this way, I'm looking at my chat screen. Yeah, Shannon says cost and volume. Absolutely. The number one challenge you guys face right now with your marketing is that traditional marketing is overpriced. All right. Now, some of the stuff, we'll get into agent tag media a little later. Like some of the stuff you all spend money on is just bad tactics, right? Like some of you all are spending money on gas station TV. It's like the soccer mom is like driving across your state to like their kids' travel tournament, and you think they're gonna like get out and pump gas and then like see your like State Farm ad on gas station TV and like yell at the kid like, "Honey, you're gonna be late to your soccer game. We have to go find this agent's office and get a quote from them right now," right? It doesn't work, right? And so like hopefully today, by the end of this call, not only will you have the blueprint that I use for social media, some ideas that you can take back and implement, but you also have a little different strategy. You see, I consider myself a motivational trainer. There's a saying that says motivation gets you started, disciplines keep you going. Well, that's why I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't want to just get you guys started. I want to get you started and get you motivated and excited about using social media, but I also want to train you on things that help you keep your disciplines going after the call. What's another challenge that you guys have with social media, or like why is there a reason you're not doing social media at a large scale right now, or why is it not a big tactic? Or maybe you are. Let me know if you're using social media right now. James says time. You just don't have time. Perfect. Shannon says she's using it. How about this? You guys just don't know what you don't know, right? And then also, yes, you just don't have time, right? A lot of agents just don't know where to start. Right? Maybe you got a team member that's been like, hey, we need to get on the social media bandwagon. But maybe you just are like, I just don't have time to mess with it, man. And I get that. In my mind, as a State Farm agent, what you guys need to be focusing on is coaching your team, building company culture, and then closing big ass life insurance policies, right? Maximizing out that scorecard. All the things that Coach P teach you guys, right? Delegate to elevate. Look how many team members that guy's got, right? He's not running around doing every little thing. That's why he hired us. Like he just offloads the social media paid side to us. So let's talk about these. Traditional marketing being overpriced. I'm going to break these down for you guys. Now, on the outset of possibly offending somebody, listen, some of you guys in here, you are lead junkies. I talk to agents every single week, and I am flabbergasted by the number of leads that you guys buy, and then like the closing rate that you're totally okay with, right? So Chappelle Show, I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan, but you guys are spending 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, sometimes $50,000 a month buying leads, and you're closing them at like a 2 or 3% close rate. And then the lapse cancellation rate is like 30%. So you're having to backfill a third of your book every single year. I want to just challenge your thinking, if that's okay right now. I want you to challenge your thinking in a way that you look at it a little differently, okay? Your goal should be to drive exclusive leads, right? That help you guys close at a higher rate, that then also have a lower lapse can. That's how you're going to make more money in this business, okay? You wouldn't be on this call if you didn't want to make more money. So I think everybody can be like, we're all on the same page there, right? Like, are you guys good with that? Like, you guys are all here to learn something to help you guys make more money, right? If not, you're probably on the wrong call. And so let's talk about this, like traditional marketing being overpriced. The solution is to build a brand online. I see Shanna, I'm hoping I'm not mispronouncing that. Shanna. I'm also mildly dyslexic, so you guys can give me a break sometimes here as well. But like, she says not a lot of leads are coming from it. Let me tell you guys, building a brand is the big boy business, or well, big girl business. It's 2024. I don't want to get canceled. This big boy business, big girl business. Mountain Dew spends $7.5 million on a Super Bowl ad. Monday morning after Super Bowl, the executives don't come into their office and get around the boardroom table, strike up their cigars, twist their mustaches, and go, how many bottles of Mountain Dew did we sell last night, right? It doesn't work like that. They're creating top of mind awareness, okay? Because we have a fundamental belief in our company, and we share this with our agents. All my team members are on board with this, that nobody wakes up on a Saturday morning and is just like, oh, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The horses are out. I've seen them. I'm in Kentucky. I can look right out my window here from my office and see the horses. And I go, today would be a great day to go buy some insurance, right? It just doesn't work like that. It'd be really cool if it did. I would probably sell insurance if that's how it worked, but it doesn't. We've summed it up to this, and write this down. People buy insurance for one of two reasons. They either A, have a bad claims experience and they go shopping, or B, which has happened a lot in the last 24 months, they get a rate increase, right? They get a piece of mail, they open it up, the Geico Gecko says, hey, your rates are going up 24%. They say, screw you, nuh-uh, and they get on Google and they do what? They search auto insurance near me, auto insurance in a zip code. Here's the challenge to the thinking that I want you all to just chew on this for a second. What if instead of when they go to Google and they just search for auto insurance near me or homeowners insurance near me, what if they typed in Tim Breon or Rachel, gosh, you guys have some really tough last names, Shannon Nelson, right? Like, what if they said, man, I see this State Farm agent on Facebook all the time. I can't get on Instagram without seeing these people pop up. I'm going to reach out to them for a quote. Let me tell you something. I talked to one of our agents a couple months ago. She said that she closes her social media leads that find her via social media and says, oh yeah, I see you on social media all the time. So I went to Google, I searched your name, I called your office, right? They're closing these leads at 60, 70, and sometimes 80%. Also, they're already bought into your brand. They're less price sensitive. So your sales team members are going to be able to close at a higher rate as well. There's tons of benefits in building a brand and reputation online. And by the way, you can't build a reputation or a brand on Google. Nobody hangs out there, right? When's the last time you guys went and spent 2 hours on Google? Doesn't happen. You know what people do? They spend 4.5 hours a day on a social media platform. It's wild. It's crazy. It's probably going to be the downfall of our society. But that doesn't negate the fact that everybody is on the platform. So you need to be advertising there. There's 3 audiences on social media. Your current clients, yes, your current clients. You can do a great job of staying in front of them. You know how many people, if you ask them, hey, who's your insurance agent? They're like, I don't know, man. I don't ever talk to that guy. I don't ever talk to that girl. Do a better job of keeping in front of them, lows your laps can. Your prospects, and then lastly is your referral base. Right? The realtors, the mortgage brokers, the car dealers, the local bakery, the local tire shop. People that will refer you business. They're on social too. You need to stay in front of them. So we have 3 goals here. Write this down. More exclusive leads, lower lapse can rate, and increased income. So what we're doing today, guys. When it all comes down to it, it's all about attention. If people don't know who you are, they can't spend money with you. Jennifer Phillips, if I don't know who you are, I can't buy a policy from you. Right? Tim, if I don't know you, I can't buy a policy from you. Tracy, if I don't know you, I can't buy a policy from you. And so what are you guys doing? You're leaving it up to hope that the Google algorithm somehow throws you to the top of the mix? Well, guess what? You're still going to have to compete. And most of you all do a terrible job training your team. They don't answer the phone when it rings. Like, how many times have you all checked your voicemail and it's like, oh, yes, this is DJ Carroll. I was calling to get a quote for insurance. Whenever you guys get time and you're not busy and you can get back on the phone, give me a call back over. I'll be waiting and hopefully you guys can give me a quote, right? Like, that never happens. But you guys are operating like that's how it works. That's why you're here today. I'm going to fix this for you guys. Let me back up a little bit because there may be some non-believers. There may be some non-believers in the room that say, hey, man, social media is still just kind of a fad, right? You guys remember like in the year 2001, 2002, when people are like, this internet thing's a fad, bro. Like, it's not going to be around forever. It's like, okay, how's that working for you? Let me ask you a question real quick. If your sales leader called you tomorrow and said, hey, congratulations, Rachel, you get a MOA. Would you open that MOA and not put internet in the building? No, absolutely not. It's not just a fad anymore, guys. And let me just point this out. We'll talk about the communication cycles here in a second. These platforms are not going anywhere. So if you've been waiting, because I've been on the top of the rooftops and the mountaintops since 2016 going, yo, State Farm agents, use social media. And now in 2024, you guys are like, I think these platforms might like be around to hang out for a while, right? Let's talk about how communication has evolved. First, there were cave paintings, right? That's how we talked. It's like caveman would come up, he'd chisel it in, he'd be like, ooh, ooh, right? It's like, I don't really know if that's how cavemen sound, but like that's the best I can do for you today as far as an impersonation of it. Then we had extra, read all about it. The newspaper came along, right? And people would open up the newspaper, and that's how they would get their information, their news. And advertisers would run ads inside of the newspaper. Anybody in here, I'm curious, anybody in here still advertising in newspapers? Let me know in the chat. I'd be curious to hear that. Then the radio came along, and that changed the game, right? Because now you could hear. We're not just seeing anymore. We're not just reading anymore. We could hear. Now it's like, man, you're tapping into a different level like of sensories, right? And then the television came along, and this was crazy because now we could see and hear, right? That was a game changer. But here's the problem. Cave paintings, one-way communication. Newspapers, one-way communication. Radio, one-way communication. TV, one-way communication. Well, unless you were my dad, he talked to the TV quite a bit when I was little. But what happened was this thing happened, and for the first time ever, businesses, advertisers, brands, entrepreneurs, small business owners, agents just like you now have two-way communication with their prospects, their clients, and their referral base. You know, I called this thing the Secret Agent Social Media Blueprint because I wanted it to sound sexy and I wanted you guys to show up. Because if I was like Coach Carroll's strategy to mobile device advertising, nobody would have came today, right? And so, but that's really what this is about, right? Because let's get one thing clear. This isn't a fucking phone. Pardon my language there. I get a little excited about this stuff. This isn't a phone. This is a mobile computer that we keep in our pocket. I'll prove it to you guys. Utility, agents. What's something, I want you guys to open up the chat right now. What's something that used to be on your desk that you no longer have because it lives in this thing? Right? What lives in here? What lives in this thing that used to be on your desk? Rachel says a clock. Absolutely. Jennifer says a calculator. Tim says a calculator. Yes. Contacts, right? Tracy, yes. This is normally where the grandma and grandpa agents are like, Rolodex, right? Some of you guys usually have a Rolodex on your desk, right? You have to thumb through that thing, right? I always was like, man, I'm screwed on that because like now I have the search capabilities. So I was like, was it Tim? What was his last name? And it's like, oh, here's all the Tims in my phone. It's like, boy, if I had to remember like last names by Rolodex, I'd have been in trouble. What else? What else is on your mobile device that we don't have to use anymore? What happened when claims happen, right? You guys remember the little? That's why Kodak's no longer around. This thing on the back of the phone, the camera. All right, when the phone ate the camera, that was a game changer. But it also has escapism, right? Candy Crush, Farmville, right? Like people spend slot machines, people spend hours on these devices, checked completely out. But the number one thing that is like blown my mind with the mobile device is social media platforms. And this is why Elon Musk bought Twitter. I'll prove it to you guys right now. Does anybody on here know who owns YouTube? Let me know in the chat. Yep, Shannon says Google. Absolutely. What about Facebook? Zuck owns that one, right? Instagram. Meta. Yes, there you go. Meta. Shannon, you're You're on this. I like it. Facebook and Instagram is owned by Meta. So like they're not going to sell to Elon. Google's not going to sell YouTube to Elon. And again, by the way, this chart is the percentage of US adults who say they have ever used a platform, right? One of these platforms. The next one is Pinterest. Now, it's hard to do this on a webinar, but this was a funny thing to do in Nashville yesterday. I said, men, raise your hand if you have a Pinterest account. There were like 3 guys in the room, and the ladies busted out laughing. I said, ladies, raise your hand if you had a Pinterest account. Almost every single hand went up. And it's like, yeah, that's their hidden shopping list. It's like, oh boy. Hubby ever lets me just go wild with a credit card. I got 999 things right here on my list ready to go. Right. So Elon was going to buy that because it was the demographics were too skewed. Here's a cool one. Do you guys know who owns LinkedIn? You know who owns LinkedIn? Microsoft. A lot of people don't know that. Microsoft bought LinkedIn. So they obviously weren't going to sell. Bill Gates isn't going to sell a platform to another billionaire. If you guys don't like, millionaires will get along and have friendly competitions. Billionaires absolutely despise each other, right? Snapchat, Evan Spiegel turned down a $3 billion offer from Meta years ago. He's not selling. So that left Twitter, who was being ran by Jack Dorsey, who, oh, by the way, was buddies with Elon Musk because they built PayPal. It's funny. I actually love Elon. He is such a character, man. Like, I think he's somewhere on the spectrum. I think we can all agree about that. But this dude on Twitter, X, right? He trolls so hard. I saw the other day there's a news article. Mark Cuban had said that had an interview, and he's like, "Yeah, I would be interested in buying X or maybe Fox News." Elon took this article, retweeted it with a picture, like a screenshot of Mark Cuban's profile on Forbes that had his net worth at $4 billion. And Elon said, sorry, Mark, your credit card declined. You're $40 billion short. Oh, man, he's such a troll. I love it. Oh, goodness. So get this, Kevin O'Leary, any Shark Tanks? Anybody in here watch Shark Tanks? I actually used to hate Kevin O'Leary, but then I learned what a royalty deal was, and I was like, this dude is awesome. Like royalties in perpetuity, that was awesome. Anybody in here watch Shark Tank? Just say me, yes. Let me know in the chat. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, guys. I see it. I love it. Thank you guys for being interactive. It makes this so much more fun for me and just keeps my energy going. And I promise I'll save us some time at the end to ask questions. Kevin O'Leary told me this. Social media is no longer classified as marketing. It's a utility now. It's no different than your water bill, electric bill, or internet bill. You can't afford not to do it. Okay? My brother Nick, I think he's on the call with us. He mentioned one time, he was like, yeah, you turn on the water and the electric, and then you turn on the internet to pay for the water and the electric, right? And so again, back to like, this isn't a fad. I want you guys to just think about that. But I also want you guys to like, if we're talking about this first challenge being that traditional marketing is overpriced, well, how do you measure that, right? And so how do you measure the cost of social media? And I'm going to break this down for you guys. CPC, does anybody in here know what CPC stands for? Let's see if we got any internet marketing nerds hanging out with us today. CPC. Cost per click, Tracy says. That is correct. How about CAC? Most of you all don't know this. We ask you this question on the intake lead form if you guys know this number. CAC. That is your customer acquisition cost. That is, yep, there we go. James got it. Good job, buddy. That is an easy formula. You take all the dollars you spent on marketing last month, divided by how many raw new customers you had, and that's what it costs you to acquire a customer. You also need to know this, LTV. That's lifetime value of your customer. You guys should know the average length of time a customer stays with you, right? So if I spend $500 a month with you and I stay with you for 10 years, the average lifetime value is $5,000, right? And so what happens, a lot of times agents will ask me like, well, what's the ROI of your program? I'm like, well, what's the LTV and the CAC of your current business? And they're like, huh? Right? They cross their eyes. They're like, what? If you don't currently know what your customer acquisition cost is or the lifetime value of your customers, I can't tell you what this is going to be. CPV, cost per view. This is a video metric, right? Here's what I want you guys to write down. CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. What is the cost to show my post to 1,000 sets of eyeballs on a platform? Now, today we're mainly focusing on Meta, Facebook and Instagram, right? Because it's the most used platform in America. I'm also not super bullish on TikTok. I think that it doesn't matter if you're for the red team or the blue team. We're in an election year. They've been caught selling their information, not really selling it. ByteDance owns TikTok. They're a Chinese company. I don't know about you guys. I live in the Midwest. I'm in Kentucky. There are warehouses going up all over the freaking place. And all you keep hearing is onshoring, 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 onshoring. I think in the not so distant future, we will be breaking some ties with China. Okay, this is getting into some macroeconomic stuff. I know you guys didn't sign up for this, but if that happens, the last thing I want you doing is building a large presence and a large brand on a platform that could get banned, right? Like there's already been talks about it. So I'm just like not super bullish on that. I would much rather you guys spend your time on Facebook and Instagram because it's owned by Meta, right in California, in Silicon Valley. Zucks is not going anywhere. So cost per 1,000 impression. Let's break this down. Anybody in here still keeping the USPS in business? The United States, I had a guy yesterday, he was like, what's the USPS? The United States Postal Service. Anybody still do direct mail? Just let me know yes or no. And I appreciate all you guys that are engaging in the chat here. Tim said just started again. Shanna says no. Tracy says yes. Cool. Let's break this down real quick. What does it cost you to send 1,000 postcards, right? Because if we're talking about 1,000 impressions, right? Cost per 1,000 impressions. If you send 1,000 postcards out and you have like a really good, like maybe the program's even subsidized with postage and everything, the cheapest you're going to get in the game is $500, right? So that is a $500 CPM. Are you guys getting this? Like, is this making sense? Let me know. If it doesn't make sense, let me know in the chat. I'll break it down further. But if you're sending direct mail, it costs you $500 to get in front of 1,000 sets of eyeballs. Okay, so it's a $500 CPM. Take a guess on what we can buy 1,000 impressions on Meta for. How much do you think it costs you as an agent to show 1,000 ads on Facebook and Instagram? Closest person without going over, I'm going to give one of our tablets away. We're giving away 3 tablets today. Let me know what you think this number is I'm about to reveal. What's it cost us to get in front of 1,000 people on Facebook? Oh, look, I mentioned a tablet. You guys, oh, well, I'll chime in. Tim says 45. Jennifer says 25. Shanna says 35. Any last guess before I click over here? Going once, going twice? 100? Less than $5. Rachel, you're the winner of our first tablet. Amanda, make a note of that, please. We'll follow up with you, Rachel, afterwards and get you an Amazon Fire tablet out. I told you guys, I like to have fun. This is a good time. She says, sweet. Amanda says, got it. Awesome, guys. Here's why this is important. You all have to track your data as business owners. Okay? Like not knowing is not okay. And being busy is not a good excuse. The number of agents that I talk to, they're like, I'm like, hey, do you do social media? They're like, yeah, I do ATM. It's like, okay, well, do you know what your like CPC is and your CPM cost? No, I don't ever look at any of that. I just look at my number of quotes. The problem is when you only look at quotes and sold quotes, quotes and sold quotes, quotes and sold quotes, and that's it, right? Like apps and sold, like you're not tracking high enough into your marketing funnel. Because really, let me break this down real quick. I think I got a cool little tool that I can use here. Annotate. Hang with me, guys. Let's see if I can draw. Yes. Woohoo! All right. So if I draw a funnel, right? It's a terrible idea to look at a funnel. And there's 4 stages to this, right? The bottom one, obviously, is a closed deal. I don't have my iPad or I'd screen share this up, right? So this is a closed deal. Like obviously we can pull this from your system, ECRM or wherever. You can tell how many new clients you guys got, right? You also have apps, right? How many apps did we write? Okay, cool. Well, we'll just call these, we'll call these apps. like quotes, right? I know some of you all have different names for them, but like, hey, somebody came in, they quoted their insurance. How many apps did we give people, like quotes did we get out, and how many did we actually close? But then you have to look at what we call opportunities. How many opportunities did you have? Do you guys ever have a situation where somebody comes into your office, they want a quote, you guys get their information, it's like, I'm sorry, I can't even write you. Like, you don't qualify. You guys ever had that happen to you? I know the California agent has it happen all the time. Yeah. But you guys aren't tracking that. You're not tracking opportunities. So then there's no conversion rates, right? We're just looking at like, hey, apps quoted, apps closed, apps quoted, apps closed. I'm going to challenge you today to be a better business owner starting today. And then at the top, we have impressions. How many people saw our brand? And this could be Facebook, right? This could be our direct mail, right? This could be our phone calls that we make out to people, right? If you guys are following up on leads. What are we doing? How many people, we call this contacts in my business. How many contacts did we make, right? How many people saw our ads? How many people, because if we got in front of them, it's an impression. If we talk to them, it's an opportunity, right? If we quoted them, it's an app, right? If we closed them, it's a done deal, right? And so what happens is you guys start to be able to paint a better picture in your business to say that this is marketing. These are marketing qualified leads. And I'm sorry that it looks like a 3-year-old wrote this. These are sales qualified leads, and these are closes, right? Is this making sense for you guys? Are you getting this? I'm hoping to like teach you social media, but I want you to be a better business owner. And if you're not tracking your impressions, if you're not tracking your opportunities, you're only tracking apps quoted and apps closed, you're not looking high enough up the funnel. What you're doing is you're making your marketing funnel be a sales funnel only. You have to look at this piece as well. And I also would challenge you to stop looking at dollars and start looking at percentages. What do I mean by that? Stop looking at like, hey, I spent $500 last month on marketing, and start looking at it of, hey, out of my marketing budget, which should be a certain percentage of your overall gross revenue, what percentage of that marketing budget did I spend on digital, right? Social, direct mail, traditional, events, sponsorships. That's how you guys should be looking at this. And you need to just make a commitment and decide that says, hey, social media is not going anywhere. Let's I gotta get that cleared off there. Social media is not going anywhere. Let's go ahead and allocate 1%, 2%, 5% to my budget for social media. Okay. Hopefully you guys are getting this. I'm looking at the attendees. Nobody fell off, so I didn't lose anybody there, which is good. All right. Moving on to number 2. And I promise, guys, I'll get you guys out of here on time, and I'll save time in the end for questions. Number 2, you don't know what you don't know. How many of you all just don't advertise on social because you're like, dude, I don't even know where to start? You're talking about making content and videos and all this kind of stuff. I don't even know where to start, right? Let's solve this one for you guys. I actually stole this from our TikTok rep. I said, well, I'm not going to tell these people to advertise with you, but thanks for the graphic. Organic solutions help strengthen presence, build trust. Oh, I went past one. There we go. What's the difference, before we get to that one, what's the difference between a post and an ad, right? Most of you guys don't know this. Most of you guys think that just like a Facebook post is a Facebook post, or you're using the boost button, which is awful. It's a slot machine of Facebook advertising. That CPM cost, if you use that boost button, could be as high as $50. You could be paying 10 times as much as if you engineered it as an ad, okay? Simply put, a post is organic, meaning that it doesn't cost you anything. You just go out and post it on the platforms. An ad, you put money behind. You have to use both. Back in 2016, I could get you guys in front of tons of people just by posting content. Now, most of the agents we work with have a couple hundred people that follow them when they start with us, and you're going to reach maybe 2 to 3% of those people. Now, I will tell you, in the last couple months, the AI that Meta has, which is called Llama, it's an open source AI platform, large language model. They have been using that to kind of re-engineer the feed. Has anybody noticed that your feed looks a little different now, right? It used to be like all friends and family members, and now like every once in a while there's like a group that you're not in you'll see a post from, right? There's a post from a page or an influencer that you're like, I don't follow them, but the AI thought that you might like that page, that post, so it shows it to you, right? This is why organic content's important. It's actually becoming more important again because the AI models are injecting these into people's feeds. Also, if you guys don't believe it, you're just behind with the times. This thing, if you have Facebook, so like if I'm doing this right here, like if I'm on Facebook, right? Like if I'm on Facebook right now and I close my phone, that app is still up and running. It is listening. People are like, man, I think my phone's listening to me. It just showed me an ad. I was talking about a brand new smoker, and now I'm getting ads for smokers. Yeah, 100%. It's in their rights and policies. You give them access to your microphone. They are listening. They say it's to give you a better ad experience, but they are listening. So if somebody's talking about insurance, there's a likelihood your post could show up in their feed. Lynn says, for your post service, do you use Hootsuite and get it approved with them before? No, I think that is it's such a janky process because they'll load it in there, but you guys still have to take your time to go approve it. We post for you guys right out the gate, but we also have been working with State Farm agents since 2016. We know all the no words, right? Like the words that you can't use. If you guys have us posting for you 5 days a week, our team makes the content, puts it out. And then we always say, hey, if you don't like it, just delete the post, right? Nothing's too cringe or crazy. We don't get political. We don't talk about the fringe stuff. It's very, lighthearted and friendly. But we don't give it to you guys for approval. We don't ask a million questions because at the end of the day, your all's time's valuable. And what Mark Smith told me, he said, DJ, if you're going to go work for agents, remember the guy my agent that told me to start this business. He said, if you're going to go work with agents, you can't ask them for money and ask them to do more work. Right? So that's why no matter what you do with us, all we need from you are 5 zip codes, your headshot, access to your page. Done. I know that your time is valuable. Now, I don't agree with some of the words you guys can't use, right? We used to say, call your local insurance expert, James Grossi. The problem is State Farm comes back, they're like, you can't use the word expert. We're like, why? That's kind of why I'm calling you guys. You're supposed to be the insurance experts. It could set an unrealistic expectation of outcome. It's like, oh, okay. What? Is what it is. We won't fight corporate. We pick our battles. Here's a breakdown from that we were talking about. So organic solutions, strengthen presence, build trust with community, and you can have fun storytelling. You guys can get your team involved with this, right? Don't pick Mike that comes in as grumpy every day on your team that you should have fired last quarter, but you didn't because he's been with you for 5 years, that goes straight to his cubicle and is just mean, right? Don't put that guy in charge of social. You want to put Susie in charge of social that comes in like a ray of sunshine every single day. Hey guys, I got coffee. Hello, how you doing? Right? Put a camera in that girl's face. Let her make content for you. You guys don't have to do this, okay? But some of you all go to 6 conferences a month. You're never in your office. Trust me, I know my sales team called you 9 times. You're never there. And you're not training your team. You're not coaching your team. You don't have core values. You have shitty company culture. This could be something that could help your team, right? Get them involved. Paid side. You can reach targeted audience, deliver large campaigns, and scale content. I'll show you some examples of this. But first, I want to talk about the power of video. There are 2 types of content that you can post on social media. What we call 2D, right? So text, images, graphics, still shots, right? 2D versus video. Here's some interesting some stats. Our data shows that video gets 3 times the engagement over 2D graphics. 78% of people watch video online each week, and 1/3 of all online activity is watching videos. I've been making videos a really long time. This video here is from 2009. No, I'm not going to play it for you. No, you can't find it on YouTube. Andy, our creative director, has been instructed to bury this thing deep down in the archives. My grandkids can come watch it after I pass away. But I've been making videos for a really long time because I know that it works. Justin Cook is an agent out of Illinois. I started working with him in 2016. I told him, I said, Justin, you got to make videos. He said, DJ, nobody wants to hear my hillbilly ass talking about hunting and insurance. I said, yes, they do. The guy now makes 12 videos a week. He'll be in his tree stand saying, hey guys, State Farm agent Justin Cook. Look at this big old buck right here. I'm out on Cook Valley Farms. And even though I'm out here in the tree stand, you can call my office, get a quote. My team's there ready to serve you, right? It's like, you got him, right? It's like he integrates the two of them together. He makes a ton of ads. And he tells me all the time, he's like, dude, I'm so glad you told me to start making videos. I actually just talked to him this morning about it. He said, I'm so glad you told me to make videos back in 2016. It's powerful. Now, listen, don't do this. Hi, this is Bob with Bob's Insurance Agency. And not now, Monica, I'm making a video. I'm getting on here today to tell you about our our insurance. Like, no, okay. It's actually probably best for some of you all that State Farm doesn't let you guys go live, right? You would ruin your brand in one video. It takes practice, and don't worry about perfection, but make content. And it's not hard. Here's some more organic strategies. When you're like, hey, what do I make content about? Just be you, man. Be personable. Be real. Your fingerprint is your fingerprint. When you try to be like everybody else, your good neighbor becomes their good neighbor, becomes their good neighbor, becomes their good neighbor. This is why I don't like the ATM program. Corporate tells you guys that it's subsidizing your advertising, but really it's the other way around. You're subsidizing corporate ads. Because you and the other 10 agents in your market are running the exact same ads on the exact same days. You look exactly like everybody else. And then you wonder why your customers are price shopping you. Second strategy, and this is getting into the meats and the potatoes, so take notes here. Problem, product, question. What's a problem that you guys are faced with? Hey man, Monica, why are my rates going up? Cool, make a video. Hey guys, it's Monica, your local State Farm agent. Yesterday, Tim called me and said, hey, why are my rates going up? So in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you something that may have caused your rates to go up. Right? Product. Here's the difference between term life and whole life insurance. Okay? Questions. Hey, do I have to pay for my insurance all up front or can I pay for it monthly? Boom, make a video about it. What happens is you guys sell worst case scenario every single day of your life and you're by nature super analytical. And so like you get freezed up in analysis paralysis and like wanting to make the perfect video. It's not that hard. You also can document, right? I'm going to show you guys an example of that right here, right now. Watch this. Let me pull this down and this. Give me 2 seconds. Cool. I'm going to pull up my phone. I'm going to turn on my video camera. I'm going to clean my lens because that's super important. And I'm going to make a video. Hey guys, what's up? It's Coach Carroll. I'm mic'd up and back in the studio from Nashville, hanging out and teaching the Secret Agent Social Media Blueprint on a webinar with, we've got about 30 people registered for this one. So if you guys haven't checked out me on stage somewhere, I'll be in Atlanta next week. I'll be in Phoenix at the end of the month. Shoot me a DM. Would love to meet up with you when I'm in your city. Hustle, it's worth it. Right? It's not hard. Stop overthinking it. Couple seconds, boom, you got a video, post it out, get back to whatever you're doing. Now, if you're an agent, you're like, I'm not doing that, TJ. I'm not making videos. That's cool, man. You don't have to. But understand that there's no such thing as too much content, and you are allowed to delegate to elevate. But let me also impress upon you something. It's called creative, so get creative, okay? I want to show you guys a quick video that my team and I made. Now, this is not like, you're not going to be able to build something like this, get it passed through compliance. It took us 2 days to shoot this, a week to edit it, but we had fun and it's funny. And I want to give you guys a quick look at this thing here. Are you a State Farm agent? If so, you're probably hearing a lot about signing up for Agent Tag Media. Now, we know you'd rather attend a shotgun wedding with your own cousin over managing your own social media. Before you renew your ATM contract, though, let me introduce you to modern marketing for agents. At MM4A, we like to make a splash for our agents. We've got something explosive planned. Yeah, that's Tannerite. We get it. You might be tempted to set sail with ATM, especially with all the pressure from your sales leader. But here's the thing. Why would you float when you can fly? Yeehaw! No, like seriously, we get 3 times the results of ATM for about the same price. One of our clients got over 1 million impressions last year. Don't take my word for it though, check it out. Imagine unlocking a world of engagement that is literally off the charts. You can see here in the custom dashboard behind me, this is an insurance agent that we work with just like you. We increased his brand awareness in the first 90 days by over 280%. His engaged users went up 13+%, and overall page views, they damn near doubled, 94% increase. You can also see that over here with his video views, we increased his video views 600%. But it's not all about the numbers. Listen, I'm talking about making you the celebrity in your hometown. Not right now, guys. Aww. We make you the local hero that helps clients stay protected and achieve the American dream. So the choice is yours. If you're ready to blow up your social media with MM4A so that you can experience more exclusive leads and a lower lapse can rate and increase your overall brand awareness, then I invite you to click the button below and visit us online, book a call. It's time for you to stop taking a shotgun approach to your marketing. So you guys can see there, we had a lot of fun making that video. It was a blast. We actually have that running on Facebook to State Farm agents. Let me get this over here. But maybe you're like, hey man, I don't want to make videos, and that's totally okay. I want to give you guys some strategies that you can use for your team, okay? Train and include everyone. It's our mission at Carroll Media and Modern Market for Agents to build world-class AI tech, training, and teams. That's both internally and externally, okay? So we'll build your team for you. We'll train them for you so that you don't have to figure all this out. And again, use your team strength. Remember, I said, let the lady that comes in at like a ray of sunshine do your social media videos, not the grumpy guy that sits in the back. And then understand that social media is work. Listen, when you guys go to that conference, your team members are on social media. So you might as well have them make content for you versus endlessly scrolling for them. You guys can also profile agency employees, post a photo or video of them, happy birthdays, happy anniversaries, things like that. Post information about your community. Go to your local news stations like Facebook page and just click the share button, right? Hey, Bands of Barbecues this weekend. Share it to your local page. Boom, instant content. And you also can use it for sales and prospecting. You can go to realtor.com, search a zip code that you guys write insurance in, switch it over to only show pending listings, go find the agent that has the house that's pending, go find them on Instagram, shoot them a DM and say, hey, is 123 Main Street still available? They're going to get super excited. Like, oh my gosh, I got a buyer. Like, yeah, it's so I'm kind of pending on it, but I have other listings you could look at. It's like, well, cool. Well, I was just going to want to see if, maybe they wanted to take an additional look at a homeowner's quote for the house, the new buyers that are coming in or the house that they're moving to, right? You can tap into referral networks of people that have deals moving versus a real estate agent that hasn't sold a house in 9 months. Use it to your advantage. All right, I'll get you guys out of here. We're almost out of time. I'm going to talk about the power of paid ads real quick. I got to fly through some of this. I started my first business in 2007, so you can see that on the chart here, right? By 2016, I'd seen what was happening. I started Carroll Media, and since then, we have rode this digital wave. Last year alone, Meta did $32 billion with a B dollars in advertising, okay? You not being on the platform is on you, not the rest of the world. They're all there. All the biggest brands are advertising. You got to get yourself in the mix. Remember, the average American spends 4.5 hours a day on their mobile device. Check this out. Coach P's ad. Best bang for your buck, stays in front of your audience, highly targeted attention, and it builds your brand fast. Listen, at the end of the day, a bad ad is still a bad ad, okay? This is on the right side there, or I'm not sure if it's your left or your right. Rami's ad, that's ATM. I mean, that looks like a nice guy in a coffee shop, but that guy doesn't work for Rami. He's not selling insurance. And you can tell, look at Coach P's face, man. It's just way more inviting. Home safe home, gets the point across, boom, in and out, over and over and over and over and over again. When I say over and over, we don't have to watch this video. He already gave you guys a shout out in the beginning. Check this out. This is his dashboard. We build these for all of our clients, these custom dashboards. This is his dashboard. Since he started with us June of last year, we've shown over 2 million ads in the DFW area. Insane. His average CPM is only $3. That means that 700,000 people has seen his face almost 3 times. And oh, by the way, we've drove 4,600 people to his website. Now, in case you guys didn't know, your all's corporate sites, the quote start, it's awful. It's like 87 steps to get a quote. Most people bounce after like the first 2 or 3 steps. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that. What we can do is create top of mind awareness, brand awareness, and try to drive more phone calls and more business to you guys when people need it. You can't make a video that says, hey, if you buy an auto policy from me today, I'll give you another one free, right? You guys have guardrails that you have to play within. So the best bet is to build a brand so you're top of mind awareness when your prospects think of what you guys sell. Check this out. His impressions are up 600%. Page views are up 277%. The post engagements are down 41, but that's an overall, when you show your ads a lot more, right, and get the same amount of engagement, your engagement's going to go down by a percentage. So don't stress about that too much. Check out the video views. Organic video views up 1,300%. Paid video views up 500%. Do you guys think that David's written more business? He's getting more phone calls by showing 2 million ads in DFW? Like, you can't get in front of that many people and not get more phone calls and write more business. Check this out. Mark Smith on the right-hand side here. Never before has there been an advertising tool to where you guys can have a testimonial ride shotgun with your ad. It's crazy. Hey, this is my local agent. Hey, mine too. It's been for years. Check this out. Mark, thanks for the nice calendar. Like, people got a calendar offline and they're coming online to compliment him. But then we got Wanda. Wanda. Good old troll. You know how we know she's a troll? No profile picture. Trolls always never have a profile picture. She says, hey, was not so pleased with them recently. Mark didn't freak out. He handled this like a pro. He didn't call me going, dude, should I delete this comment? What do I do? I got a hater in my feed. He says, hey, Wanda, be happy to meet with you and discuss any concerns. Here's my phone number. You can reach me. If I come across Mark's ad, I don't know who Mark is. I'm new to town. What's the image I get here? What's the reputation that I'm reading from Mark? The dude's a pro and he's got a bunch of happy customers. That's the power of social media. Two-way communication. All right, one more thing. I'm going to get you guys out of here. Number 3, you just don't have time, right? A lot of y'all aren't doing this because you don't have time. How many of you guys feel like this right now? Let me know in the chat. Anybody feeling like this? I know I've thrown a lot at you guys today in the past hour here. It's been fun. I'm giving you guys a lot of information. Nobody in the chat? You guys are all just like digesting everything I've given you? Nobody feels like a fire hose? Not a single person. Wow. I'm impressed. Okay. Well, what if I told you guys, because I know that the number one problem that you have is time. It's not that you don't get it. I made a pretty good case of why you should be on social media today. But what if I told you I put together a strategy that will help you implement and execute this, and it doesn't take but more than about 10 minutes of your time? Would you guys be interested in me showing that to you? Would you guys like me to show you the strategy that help you implement and execute on everything that you learned today and not cost you a ton of time? Shanna says yes. Rachel says yes. Tracy says yes. All right, guys. Check this out. I put this together. I work with Coach P, and we put together the Secret Agent Bundle. So what I've got for you guys today is a 30-day fast start program where you get 30 days access to our mm4a.ai platform. Allie is the name of the platform. We're going to give you 30 days access where we run everything for you, and we're going to give you a $100 ad credit to use on Facebook's platform, right? Facebook and Instagram. That way you guys can see for yourself the real numbers, the real results. And I want you to be able to track us. I'm also going to hook you up with a dashboard. So it's a $450 value so that you guys can track your numbers just like I showed you there on David's dashboard. Next, I'm going to give you our 8-week social media boot camp. So this is an 8-week email and self-study guide. I don't have one handy here in front of me. We're going to mail this to you. This is a physical book. It's like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 pages, something like that, where it covers all the things listed for you here on your screen. It's 10 years of my knowledge and insight poured into this book, and it will give you a reference manual that you can use in your office, okay? So $1,997 value. Check this out. Ryan England said, I've worked with Carroll Media for several years, and I consider them a marketing extension of my insurance agency. Highly recommend them. We've sent over 11,000 website visitors to his website. So the Secret Agent Bundle, you get 30-day fast start with MM4A.ai plus the ad credit, so $397 value. Custom built dashboard and an 8-week social media boot camp, $2,844. But I also wanted to hook you guys up with some bonuses. And I told you guys I grew up middle class. And my dad's awesome Friday night was going to Blockbuster, right? So me and my little brother, we'd rent a video game, we'd come home, we'd get on our dial-up AOL internet, and we'd download some cheat codes, and we'd play video games all night long. So I wanted to give you guys some cheat codes. The first one is our Robo content cheat code. You'll give us your AI, or you'll give us your headshot. Our AI platform will then generate you billboards. We're going to be over 20 billboards, a couple for sales recruiting, couple for customer service recruiting, car, truck, home, auto, life. These are the hard ask, right? You guys can make content, but every once in a while, you need to be like, hey, you want to buy some insurance from me, right? Like you need to have the hard right hook, as Gary Vee says. So these are digital billboards that you guys can post. It'll have your headshot on them. It'll stand out, make you stand out from everybody else. I'm also going to give you guys 20 additional pieces of content that we've made. They're editable in Canva. So like you can put your logo on them, you can put your headshot on them, you can change the colors. Say like your local school colors are blue and gold, and that's what your brand. Okay, cool, that's fine. You want them red, you can make them red. It's way better than Hootsuite, Hearsay, or anything that corporate's giving you. So we're gonna give that to you guys. That's a $2,500 value. But also was like, well, hold on, video's super important, right? Those are just 2D billboard ads. Video's super important. So I wanted to hook you guys up with our Video Pro cheat code as well. This is a $1,497 value. It's a 39-minute training video for me on how to make great marketing videos using your phone. Because some of you guys like have a terrible microphone, the camera's all smushy, and then you make the video and it does more damage than good for your brand and your reputation. It just doesn't look clean. Also comes with a 22-page electronic workbook. And again, this is for your entire office. So if you have somebody in your office you want to delegate this to, we'll throw them into your Alley account and they can get access to the training. And I also know that you guys are super busy. So my team made 20 prompts and 20 starter scripts. So you don't even have to think. Just read the script, record the video, copy, paste, post it online. We're trying to take all the work off of you guys because again, analysis paralysis. So you'll see in here like quick staging tips, common mistake by a virtual tour, like all of these. Here's Randall. He said the CMC solutions and trainings had a profound impact on me and my business. I have more happy clients than ever before. I've increased my personal income. Highly recommend him. He's actually holding his 2 Comma Club. I guess it's over here probably. His 2 Comma Club award. This goes out to any agent after they've gotten 1 million impressions with us. Pretty cool. So he got 1.3 million impressions in 12 months. Pretty wild, right? So you guys are going to get the Secret Agent Bundle, the bonus Robo Content Cheat Code, Video Pro Cheat Code. It's about $6,000 worth of value. And then the last bonus I'm going to hook you guys up with is our Support Team Cheat Code. It's all US based. We don't outsource our support team. You talk to somebody, they might have a little Southern twang like I do because we're in Kentucky, but they're going to talk to you. They can hop on you. And it's on Alley, which is our AI platform. It's your first AI team member. By the end of this decade, you guys are going to have multiple AI team members doing multiple things. I even think State Farm will probably have an AI team member that you guys will be using. So it's cool. It gives us remote access. If you get locked out of your account, you have problems connecting your page, we can hop in, fly the airplane for you while you sit back and watch. It's available on Android and Apple versions. We just launched this earlier this year. Super excited. And if you enjoyed today's training, I'm going to hook you guys up with 3 more that you can use with your team. Building your roadmap, the power of analytics, the power of content. These are about 40-minute Zooms, and you guys can always follow up in the app and ask us questions. So Eric Ponce signed up with us. He's a Chairman Circle agent down in Florida. He said in just 6 weeks' time after signing up, our team noticed a move in call volume. We were even able to reduce our AdWords expense. We had back-to-back record months. Are excited for what to come. But this isn't a flash in the pan thing. I don't want you guys to think that just like, the first couple months this thing works. Eric's still a client to the day. He's been with me for years. This was from March of this year. He's like, hey, just want to let you know, we had a record 256 phone calls last week. He was passing me a couple of referrals. So here's what you guys are going to get. 30-day fast start, custom built dashboard, social media boot camp, robo content cheat code, video pro cheat code, support team cheat code. All combined, it's worth about $8,838. And so I want you guys to ask yourself, if all this program did, if all this strategy did was land you 5 new accounts, would it be worth $8,000? I don't know. Maybe depending on what the lifetime value of your customer is, it would be worth 8,000. But what if it lowered your lapse cancellation rate as well because it kept you top of mind with your current customers? Would it be worth 8,000 bucks? What if it was the only social media system you ever needed to invest in? Would it be worth that? The good news is, because you guys are here, guests of Coach P's, David Peterson, my man, I love working with him and his team. I love having these webinars. I love teaching these agents. I'm not going to charge you guys 8,838 bucks. I'm not even going to ask you to pay $4,000. But I can only do the $5,000 worth of bonuses for the first 10 people, okay? Do you guys want the link to this? Jennifer says yes. Rachel says yes. Here it is, guys. 397 bucks. Amanda, if you could drop the link in the chat for us, please. The coachcarroll.com/go. Guys, you'll get everything I just showed you for $397. It's insane. Okay, my team was like, what are you doing, right? So you really only have two choices. First option is to do nothing, not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Second option, pony up a small investment today compared to all the value that I'm giving you in return and just give it a shot. I truly believe that if I can't make you guys money, I don't deserve yours, right? And if this stuff didn't work, Coach P, you know, you guys know this. He doesn't endorse very many vendors. So if he didn't think this worked, if he didn't see the numbers working for himself, he wouldn't have me on this call. Also, I want to give you guys a 30-day money-back guarantee. You'll never have an advertising company ever do this. Try go and tell an ATM you want to try them out for the next 30 days and get a money-back guarantee. They're like, no, I need you to sign this 6-month contract. We have no contracts. Everything we do is month to month. Sign up today. If you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes from now. You just let me know. I'll refund you your money. You can even keep the bonuses. I'll let you keep all 3 of the cheat codes, even if you want a refund. So the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which it even does half of what I claimed today. It's going to pay for itself after your first closed deal. You guys get one homeowner's policy off this. It's going to pay for the $397. So you go to coachcarroll.com/go. Amanda put the chat in the link in the chat here. This is everything you guys are going to get. The 30-day fast start, $397. Custom built dashboard, $450. Social media bootcamp, $1997. Robo content cheat code, $2,500. Video pro cheat code, $1,497. Support team cheat code, $1997. Over $8,000, almost $9,000 worth of stuff for $400. Now, I got a couple minutes left. I know we went over a little bit. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I do want to open this up for questions. If you guys do have any questions, again, Amanda put the link inside of here. And let's give away another tablet as well as I'm waiting for some of these questions to come in, guys. Put your birthdays in the chat. Closest birthday to my daughter's birthday will get a tablet. Year's not necessary, just month and date. All right, September, man, September birthday's here. Ooh, 425 is close. Jennifer Phillips, you might be it. Let's see who else. Oh, 417. Rachel's already won one. Rachel, you would have won the other one as well. It's 419. So 425's got it. Jennifer Phillips, you will be our other winner. What question do you guys have for me? I want to hang out here. I'll spend some time and we give away the tablets there. Let me know what questions you guys have about the program. I see one question just popped in. Is there any contract? No, there's no contract. You pay $397 today. You get all of this. Let's see. Is the Alley platform accessible on SF systems? Yeah, Clayton, as far as I know, we haven't had any problem. No problems at all. Cool. Amanda, we can just follow up with them afterwards. We have their email address. So Jennifer, we'll reach out to you. James said, is this stuff Proofpoint compliant? Yes, it is Proofpoint compliant. We have only had 2 problems since 2016. That was when they changed the word track and we couldn't call you guys experts anymore. And I actually don't even remember what the other one was way back when. So yeah, no problems with Proofpoint. We don't put the State Farm logo on any of the ads, so it keeps you guys out of hot water. Trust me, I spent thousands of dollars with my attorneys and State Farm's attorneys writing love letters back and forth to make sure everything was compliant here. So Shanna, you're welcome. Thank you guys for coming. Guys, go get this. CoachCarroll.com/go. Again, if you don't like anything in the first 30 days, we'll refund you your money. You really have no risk at all. Somebody asked, okay, what happens after the first 30 days? Yeah, so $397 is the price. Like a lot of these programs, like people will give you like a bonus of like, hey, it's only $97 to get started, and then you get like a $5,000 charge the next month. $397 is our standard solution. It is our self-service account on Alley. And so if you stay with us, you like the numbers after the first month, we'll continue to run your ads for you. You get new creative every quarter. And then you'll have all the content that you can post as well. And you'll get access to our support team. So you'll get an account person that'll be over top of you. I can communicate with you guys inside of the Alley platform as well. And we got some really cool stuff that we're working on with Alley. She's in her 1.0 version. Eventually, I want her to be able to go out and engage on social media on your guys' behalf. That'll be a game changer. So let me know. What other questions do you guys have? I see Allison's in here, Clayton's in here, James in here, Jennifer, Lynn, Michael, Rachel, Rodolfo. That's a cool, really cool name. My legal name is Ever, so I always love fun emails there. Shanna says on Alley, use the State Farm email address or personal. It doesn't matter. You know, a lot of our agents, they like using their personal emails because it's just as easier, keeps it off the system. But everything that we do is compliant, so you've got no problems. You can use either one. You have packages for post and only ads if we decide to do our own posting at the office. Yeah, so Lynn, great question. Lynn said, do we have packages for post and only ads if we decide to do our own posting at the office? Absolutely. So what you guys can do is you're going to get in the Robo content cheat code, you're going to get 20 pieces of content. You're going to get 20 of these billboards, right? So that's a one-time piece that we're going to give you guys. You're going to enroll in the self-service account. So we're running the paid ads for you. You guys handle the organic posting. So yes, you guys can make content, but remember what I said, Lynn, there's no such thing as too much content. So if you eventually want to upgrade into the full service where we post for you every single day, you can have that conversation. But the biggest thing is taking advantage of this deal to where you're getting $8,800 worth of stuff for $397. But yeah, you guys will continue to post. You'll post this content. We'll do the heavy lifting on the advertising side. Same thing that we do for Coach P for his insurance office and his coaching business on the back side of the platform. We run all the paid ads. Yelena does all the organic content. Because again, like we can make you guys content, but nothing replaces like taking a selfie like with your arm around your office manager and like, hey, this is our office manager. She's been with us for 7 years. Like, right? So good question, Lynn. Awesome. Just making sure I don't miss anything else here. Yeah, so how do you get on your Alley account? After you guys go to coachcarroll.com/go, you'll put your information in, you'll put your credit card information in, you'll pay the $397. The very next page will have a link for you to create your Alley account. Go ahead and do that. And then once you're in there, you'll get an email to download the app. That's what I recommend doing. Our whole team runs on the app. It's so much better than having to deal with emails, guys. Like we can just come straight into your phone, talk to you there. If you have questions, you can chat with us. It's really, really cool. Let's see. Again, no contracts. Everything is month to month, 30-day money back guarantee. You guys are going to get the 30-day fast start, which means we'll run the paid ads for you. We're even going to include the $100 in ad credit in that. Custom built dashboard for you guys, social media boot camp. You're going to get the Robo content cheat code where we make the digital billboards with your headshot on them, the 20 pieces of content, the video training that you and your team can go through, plus the guidebook, the starter scripts, the starter prompts, the support team cheat code where you get access to our support team, US based. Again, by the way, you can get a hold of us. We can hop into calls. You can actually, like, we'll have the video calls right on there. I know sometimes, depending on which region you're in, you guys have a hard time like getting into like a Zoom meeting or whatnot. It's on our own platform. We built out our own platform for video calls. So cool. And I'm looking here. If you guys have signed up with us, let us know. Let us know if you got signed up in the chat. I'm excited to see who we're going to get started working with. Clayton, awesome, dude. Look forward to working with you guys and blowing up your brand and your reputation online. Cool. Shannon signed up. Awesome. Congrats, Shannon. Is it Shanna? Shana? Is it like a long A, a short A? Is it Shanna? Shana? I'm terrible with names. I'm just gonna call you Ms. Nelson. Like banana, Shanna, banana. That's perfect. I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Awesome, guys. Cool. And again, remember, I can only do this for like the first 10 that are on the call. So I know that we had like 30 people on here. We may already be over the limit, but I'll hang out for a little bit longer. Let me know what questions you guys have. Any other questions? Need like the Jeopardy music. Will someone reach out if we signed up about using the platform? Yeah. If Clayton, if you signed up, so you went through the step on the back side, it's like create your Alley account. Create your Alley account, and then the team will come in either later today. It probably is still early enough, and we'll start dropping in. So like you'll get your video trainings, your bonuses. You'll also get an email because we kind of double up to make sure that you guys get everything. You guys will get an email with some of the bonuses as well. So when will we get package prices with what is included if we do decide to continue? So you guys will automatically stay in this. So what you guys will get is that 30-day fast start, that secret agent bundle. That will continue to roll every single month. So it'll be $397 a month. We'll continue to give you the $100 in media buy. If you guys ever want to up that, you just let us know. Like, hey, this is cool. Let's see what $500 in media buy will do. We can handle that for you as well. Do we use our SF email or personal email? James, totally up to you. Some agents use their personal, like a Gmail. Some agents use their SF email. It doesn't matter to us. Either one will work. Sometimes it will ask you for like a code, like whenever you sign up, it'll like send a code over. So the SF email should be fine. So then back to your question, when we get package prices, when our support team reaches out to you just to kind of welcome you on board as we kind of roll some things out, you can ask them about the other packages that we have if you want to take a look at that. We do video ads and things like that for you guys. But again, I don't want to ask you to jump in the deep end of the pool today. All I'm asking, give us a shot. Try us out, man. Let us work for you for 30 days. My teams are rock stars. Like they are awesome. They're committed to helping you guys grow your business. We want you guys to succeed with social media, and give us a shot. You got nothing to lose. 30-day money back guarantee. James says, so if we still have ATM, would these compete with those? It doesn't compete, man. It blows it out of the water. What I would tell you guys is Coach P still does ATM, okay, alongside of us. It depends on the relationship with your sales leader. I've never seen somebody chase behind like a pit bull behind a meat truck, like a sales leader trying to get their agents to sign up for ATM, and they swear up and down they're not compensated for it. ATM, you can cancel them if you want. We have some agents that are like, dude, it's a trash program. I've only been using it because I didn't know what the other options were. Now you do. So we've had some agents that just cancel it, but I also have had agents that are like, hey, man, I'm in a running to get a MOA. I got to keep corporate happy. We totally get that too. Like I said, I know a lot about State Farm culture, right? Completely up to you, James. What a lot of times I'm like, take the lowest package you can get, $100 a month or something. I think is maybe with the subsidies and whatnot. But the biggest thing is, like I showed you guys those ads. It's about getting your name, your image, your face on these ads, so that people know who you are, and it will happen. You guys will be out in the community, and literally. You'll be out in the community. Somebody like, hey, I saw you on Facebook, right? Oh, Clayton, were you oh, shit. So funny story. I had a sales leader in Nashville when I was down there presenting yesterday, and the sales leader was laughing at all the jokes I was making. So that's funny. He said, we promised we would never, I wish. We just went back into production this year. Well, congrats, man. Welcome back to the good side of the business. Yeah, I'd have to keep them for those reasons. Laugh out loud. Okay, giving y'all a shot. Awesome, James. Look forward to working with you, buddy. Awesome. Can't wait, man. This is awesome, guys. Any other questions? Any other questions? It's funny, Clayton. I met with the local sales leader here in Louisville, and I asked him, I was like, hey, what's the CPM cost of ATM? The guy was like, what's CPM cost? It's like, gosh. And we've tried to talk to corporate. We're like, we get 2 to 3 times the results If you look at it, and that's the great thing about the dashboards, you guys, if you've been running ATM, you'll see the jump. Like you'll be able to tell your impressions are going to go up tremendously over the corporate program. And then also just the brand awareness is insane. So cool, guys. I got about 17 minutes left. What other questions do you guys have for me? And listen, if you got signed up and you got to run to another program, totally cool. I don't want to hold you up. I don't want to slow down your day. But it looks like we got Clayton's on here. James is on here. Jennifer, Lynn, Michael, Rodolfo, Sharon, Tracy. Awesome. If you guys have other questions for me, man, I'm here. I'm open to them. Somebody said, if I've worked with you in the past, can I work with you again? Absolutely. We had like, I think 3 or 4 agents that used to use us that signed back up with us in Nashville. Some people, and that's why we don't do any contracts. Listen, this is a very important, I need to put this in my presentation. Just because we have a monthly subscription, and I would challenge you guys to look at your insurance business the same way. Just because someone pays you monthly, when they stop paying you, I have a fundamental belief that a client is a client for life. I create lifelong relationships with all of my clients, whether they have an active subscription or not. I know things happen. Hell, I had one of my Allstate agents call me earlier this year. It was like, hey, I just changed CPAs. I found out I owe the IRS $8,000. Can I pause my account until Q4? It's like, no problem. We'll be here. I've been here since 2016, man. We ain't going nowhere. If we do, let's see, if we decide we want to cancel, how do we go about doing that? Just message us in the app. You guys will have like an ongoing support workflow that will pop up into your app. The team will get to working on this real quick if you guys aren't already seeing it. You'll have a one-to-one chat with like an account manager and Allie. You'll see Allie in there. And then what will happen is we'll load in the bonuses as well. And you're going to be in Dallas, and we'll load those bonuses in there as well. And then you'll have an ongoing support where you get our entire team. That's where if you're like, hey, say you run with us and you guys get to middle of November and you're like, hey, you got an auto, home, and a life ad running for me. We're maxed out on life. We're maxed out on home. I need all 3 of my ads to be auto. Like I need to just press on auto. We'll just go in and turn the other ones off. Just push all the media by to auto. Help you guys out. Clayton said, you're going to be in Dallas, November, Coach P Summit. Yeah, man, I'm actually speaking. So you guys will get to see me do this. If you're going to be at the Coach P Summit, you'll get to see me do this exact same presentation in Dallas in November. So yes, I will be there. We're super excited to come see you guys in person. I'm dynamic. I'm much more dynamic in person. So I don't even have to have my sweat towel with me here. When I'm on stage, man, I'll be charging like sweating like crazy. Charge them 100 more for not being on today. I like your style, Clayton. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. You guys have been awesome today. Thank you guys so much for showing up, tuning in, being committed to growing your business. Again, guys, 30-day fast start. You're getting the ad campaigns from us. You're getting the dashboard, the social media boot camp. You're getting all 3 of the bonuses. Oh, look, typo. That's bonus number 2. That needs to be bonus number 3. $8,000, $838 worth of value for only $397. Congratulations to all the winners of the tablets and also all the people that got signed up with us today. Look forward to working with you guys. I know my team's excited to work with you guys. It's going to be awesome. Any final questions before we wrap this thing up? Any final questions? Still got 8 people hanging out with us in here. Awesome. I don't have any more like dances or slides or anything. I just want to hang out. If you guys haven't got signed up, go to coachcarroll.com/go. It looks like we have a couple more spots open. So take advantage of it if you haven't got signed up yet. Again, you got nothing to lose, man. Yeah, thanks, Clayton. I appreciate you, buddy. See you in November. You guys you really have nothing to lose. 30-day money back guarantee. And I mean it, like, we're not a flash in the pan company. Coach P wouldn't have had me on here in front of you guys if he didn't think this was valuable. Let me know also, like yesterday we had some people that were just like having a hard time getting signed up. Again, it's coachcarroll.com/go. So you have to fill that out. You have to put the go on the end. Or if you're watching this on desktop, you can just scan the QR code and it'll take you there as well. So looks like James is in here, Jennifer's in here, Tracy's in here. It's Istabel. Oh, man, I know I just murdered that. I'm sorry. Let me know what questions you guys have or what's keeping you guys from getting started with this today. All right. And then there were three: James, Jennifer, and Tracy. Listen, I got 12 minutes. I'll hang out until you guys all get out of the room. So I'm here for you. If you guys have questions, if you're having problems, let me know. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys attending today. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. James, were you able to get signed up? Jennifer, I see you're still in here. Did you have any problems, Jennifer? I want to make sure you were able to get everything moving along. Cool, cool. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. I don't think there's any additional questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're checking this out on the replay, thank you guys for tuning in. If there's anything that you need help with, you can always shoot us an email, support@carroll.media. On behalf of my team and myself, until next time, here's to your success. Hustle, it's worth it. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.